Wake up, you pigs!
Welcome to Broadcast Breakdown. Today we're taking a look at an episode of Ren and Stimpy. A little background, in the 90s, Ren and Stimpy was a pioneer cartoon. We wouldn't have the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy, Adventure Time, or SpongeBob SquarePants if we didn't have Ren and Stimpy. It paved the way for off-model cartoons, gross-out humor, and some pretty terrifying scenes for kids, as we'll see today!
Oh boy, some hapless victims.
This is one of those episodes that I actually owned on an orange VHS tape as a kid, so I saw it over and over and over again. And by the way, yes, that multicolored VHS tape shtick that Poppy Playtime, that famous horror game, does, really was a thing in the 90s. Children's shows, when they would come out on VHS, they would have a oddly colored VHS tape instead of the normal black or gray. I know the title of this episode is just Haunted House, but Ren and Stimpy was a profoundly creative show, albeit a bit disgusting and horrifying. We open with Ren and Stimpy coming onto said haunted house, much like how Looney Tunes did it with Porky Pig and Sylvester. They have a very thin reason to be there and stay the night. One thing I love about Ren and Stimpy, though, is that they aren't afraid to address the obvious.
Look, Ren. This looks like a great place to kill 12 minutes.
11 minutes, by the way, is the length of the episode. And yes, that is Billy West as Stimpy, from shows like Futurama. The haunted house itself has some fairly creepy decor. Gotta love those background artists. Almost reminds me of that near photoreal look of the old Scooby-Doo cartoon backgrounds. Just given a subtle injection of that Chuck Jones surrealism. I love it. Ren and Stimpy turn a classic haunted house narrative upside down. The ghost is getting wrecked trying to scare Ren and Stimpy, and on top of it, they don't even know he's there. They're just having a good time.
Let's go up and wet the bed.
Sure. I wonder where it is.
Maybe up those hideous stairs.
They crush him under a door, cook him into a sausage, fueled by log, of course. They even make him into a disgusting peanut butter, marmalade, fish egg, and fish sandwich, and then have a yak beat the dog snot out of said sandwich.
A yak always tenderizes his food before he eats it.
And that is one for your old man.
How can it get worse? Well, Stimpy uses him as a towel after showering in a decent Psycho parody. It's really graphic, getting into all the dirty, hairy, and filthy bits of his legendarily stinky body. After all of this poor little ghosty guy has a mental breakdown.
I'm going to end this the only way it can end, with me.
But just like everything else, this also fails. Our heroes think he's just a trick-or-treater. This doesn't help his shaky mental state, as he then spirals into a deep depression.
I'm a failure.
And yes, for kids, this was aired live for children on Nickelodeon. I saw it on TV when I was little. Our spiraling ghosty dude tries to delete himself with a nail and hammer. Stimpy, however, comes to the rescue.
Sweet Lord, no! Are you crazy, man? You can't do that. Here, do this.
That's right, travelers. On live television, in the 90s, a children's cartoon character self-deleted. But no, this was not the scene that got Ren and Stimpy banned. It wasn't even the scene that got it banned in my house when I was little. No, that scene comes next.
I'm alive. Killer.
So we ultimately have a happy ending. The ghost is now alive as a human again after self-deleting As a ghost? I don't know, whatever. He's alive again. Yay! Happy ending. But my mom walked into my bedroom right there. And for about a year, in my house, Ren and Stimpy was known as the Naked Black Man cartoon. She would tell other parents that her son just can't stop watching the Naked Black Man cartoon. Which was true. I mean, it was either the Naked Black Man cartoon, the Cross-Dressing Devil cartoon, or the Naked Devil cartoon. Yeah, there's a lot I was watching back then. Ren and Stimpy was a lot of things. A pioneer cartoon in its art style, subject matter, and storytelling. Was it a tragedy that it was actually shown to kids? Yeah. Is it creative, hilarious, and one of the greatest shows of all time? Also yes. In the 90s, getting a cartoon made solely for adults was a daunting task, as producers weren't sure if there was a big enough demand for the cost of animation. Nowadays, things are way different. So, Ren and Stimpy somewhat has an excuse for being what it is. It's very much a product of its time, or rather, the definition of its era. That being said, shows like Adventure Time have no excuses. Thank you all for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, comments, or insults, please let me know.